It's all about Storm Debi today, the fourth named storm of the season so far, bringing strong gusty winds across the northwest of the UK, some heavy downpours of rain too. This is the Isle of Man recorded just a little earlier on, very stormy seas here, and gusts of wind in Ronaldsway in the Isle of Man of 68 miles an hour, but higher wind gusts recorded across parts of Northern Ireland and North Wales, 77 mile an hour gusts in Aberdaron in North Wales, and of course these are just the official station sites. There could have been higher elsewhere, but the focus of the strong winds this afternoon really across northwest England. There is still a Met Office amber weather warning in force until 4 o'clock across Cumbria, Lancashire, down as far south as Sefton and into the Yorkshire Dales. Gusts of wind of 60 to 65 miles an hour, possibly higher towards the coast and over the hills, all accompanied by, of course, some heavy downpours of rain, 50 to 60 millimetres here across northern England. More heavy rain piling into eastern Scotland, where, of course, the ground is already pretty saturated.
Good afternoon. It was a rather wet and fairly windy start this morning, but we've got some brighter skies coming through now. So a mix of sunny spells, a few blustery showers this afternoon. Top temperatures down a notch. We're looking at highs around 13 or 14 Celsius. Wednesday should be fairly bright and breezy. The temperatures dip a little bit towards the end of the week and then turning wetter and windier Friday and Saturday.
That storm passed because it's been quite nasty.
Well, the worst of it's over. Thankfully, it wasn't too bad here. But when I was by the Thames today, the winds were howling. My hair was all over the place. But we have actually got a different little system coming through tomorrow morning, and there might well be a bit of a thunderstorm effect. Let's take a look. Hello again. I hope you had a lovely day. Look at this poor little squirrel hiding. Well, it looks like it is from the rain. Might need to again tomorrow morning. Some parts of London could well be affected by thunderstorms. There is a warning out because we could get some quite strong winds and heavy rain as well. As we head through the day, though, it improves. Brighter conditions. Some showers, though, still around. It is looking a little bit more settled, though, as we head on into Wednesday. And then Wednesday's not looking too bad. A bit more settled, but it goes downhill again on Thursday. Like I said, we'll let you know how this develops, getting a touch cooler as well. The weather is yo-yoing a bit, looking up for Friday and then a bit more unsettled into the weekend. Do keep an eye on the forecast. Cheerio.
Hi, Fiona. Thank you very much. Good evening. It has been a very blustery day for many of us, not least on the coast of Cumbria. These scenes earlier on and those very strong winds were driven by a named storm, Storm Debi. This curl of cloud and rain, a swathe of strong winds on the southern flank of this storm, parts of Northern Ireland, Wales, northwest England. In fact, it looks as if Blackpool has had its strongest wind gust for nearly 10 years. Also a lot of rain. We've had over 100 millimetres of rain in parts of Cumbria. Now, as we head into tomorrow evening, you can see the rain keeps on coming across parts of Scotland. Showers elsewhere. The ground is very wet right now, so any more rain will not be welcome. That area of low pressure clears. There are more, though, waiting in the wings. So really, it is a pretty unsettled week of weather. We will see further showers or longer spells of rain. By the weekend, it turns milder, but actually the weekend could be a pretty wet and blustery affair. There is plenty more to come.
Is it just me or feeling mildish for this time of year?
It is actually quite mild at the moment, Riz, your light, although mild for November. It's not maybe quite as warm as we'd like it. In fact, it's going to get a bit colder as we go through the week and then milder again. So it's all happening this week with the weather. This was the scene earlier on in Wimbledon. Pretty wet in Wimbledon, and it wasn't the only place. We had quite a lot of rain overnight. It did clear away a little bit through the day to reveal some sunny skies, looking really quite glorious here in Surrey. But you might just notice on the surface of the water the brisk winds there that have been made that surface all quite choppy because it was a rather windy spell of weather today. Storm Debi, of course, further north. That's clearing away to the North Sea, and it was further north across the country that we saw strong winds and heavy rain. And we're looking at temperatures peaking at around, say, 12 degrees. So we're just dropping down. It will be quite chilly as we go into Thursday morning. But the outlook after that, well, the temperatures dip and then more low pressure systems are coming in. So it does look as though we'll see some more wet and windy spells as we head towards the weekend. On the plus side, it does turn a little bit milder yet again.
And I'm assuming, Alex, wet and windy.
Quite wet and windy on some of the days this week, but Wednesday slightly quieter conditions, so something to look forward to. But before we get there, we've got more warnings. This hasn't got anything to do with Storm Debi, but as we head into tomorrow, there's going to be some squally showers coming through, and that's going to affect many southern counties. So we've got this thunderstorm warning in place. Could be some hail and thunder mixed up in together, and there's even the possibility along the coast of maybe 1 or 2 tornadoes. Hopefully they don't cause too much damage. If they do materialise. Obviously, we'll keep you posted on that. But as for today, it has been very stormy. Storm Debi, as we know, has been causing mayhem across some parts of the UK. Certainly worse across the Republic of Ireland, actually. It was actually Met Éireann that named the storm. But these pictures are from Blackpool earlier today, where they saw gusts of wind up to around 65, 70 miles per hour. So certainly strong. And as we know, there has been some disruption. Well, as we head through the next 24 hours, we are going to see the conditions remaining relatively changeable. So, yeah, staying fairly unsettled. As I say, that weather warning in place tomorrow morning across the south coast. Certainly some thundery downpours, which could cause some disruption.
All right, Alex, thanks very much.